They were found in pieces, dismembered, dumped like trash along a riverbank. No one ever discovered who did it, but these murders terrified an entire city. Between 1934 and 1938, a serial killer struck fear into the hearts of Cleveland, Ohio. He didn't just kill his victims, he cut them apart, removed their heads, and scattered their remains like puzzles waiting to be solved. Some called him the Mad Butcher of Kingsbury Run. Others believed he was a butcher, a mortician, or even a doctor, but no matter what they called him, he was never caught. Welcome to the horrifying story of the Cleveland Torso murders, one of the most brutal, unsolved serial killer cases in US history. Cleveland in the 1930s was a gritty industrial town. Jobs were scarce, poverty was everywhere, and people lived in the shadows of smokestacks and railroads. But beneath that surface, something darker was happening. In September 1934, a torso was found near Kingsbury Run, a remote area on the outskirts of the city. It had been carefully dismembered. The arms, legs, and head were gone. At first, police thought it might be a medical school prank. But then more bodies started turning up, all mutilated, some missing organs, others posed in strange ways. Whoever was doing this wasn't just violent, he was methodical. Some believe he knew anatomy better than most doctors. Others say he may have worked with dead bodies for a living. And yet, no one ever found out who he was. The first known victim was a woman whose body was found in September 1934. Her limbs and head had been cleanly removed, not hacked off, but sliced precisely. In 1935, another torso appeared, this time wrapped in burlap sacks and dumped in the river. Again, the head and limbs were missing. Then came the most shocking discovery of all. A torso placed upright on the tracks of a railroad line, as if someone wanted it to be seen by passing trains. These weren't random acts of violence. They were messages, warnings, displays. The killer wasn't just hiding his crimes, he was showing them off. Desperate to catch the killer, Cleveland brought in one of the most famous lawmen of the era, Eliot Ness. Known for taking down Al Capone, Ness launched Operation City Kite, a massive manhunt involving thousands of officers, checkpoints, and door-to-door searches. He even set up a fake morgue to lure the killer back to the scene of the crime, but it didn't work. Over the years, dozens of suspects were investigated, from drifter labourers to hospital workers. Some even confessed, but none could provide proof. Despite every effort, the killer vanished without a trace. Over the decades, countless theories have emerged about who the killer might have been. One popular suspect was Frank Sweeney, a local hospital orderly who had a fascination with anatomy. He even wrote a book about human dissection, but there was no solid evidence linking him to the murders. Another theory points to Eddie Leonsky, a soldier known as the Singing Strangler, who killed women in Michigan around the same time. But he was executed before he could be connected to Cleveland. Some believe the killer simply moved away after World War II, blending into society and dying quietly without ever being caught. Others think he was never identified because he was someone no one would suspect, a respected citizen, hiding in plain sight. Though the case remains unsolved, its impact on true crime culture has been huge. Books, documentaries, and podcasts continue to explore the mystery. True crime fans dissect every detail, hoping to uncover new clues or find closure. The term Mad Butcher has become part of the American true crime lexicon used to describe killers who target victims with surgical precision. Even today, the Kingsbury Run area draws visitors and investigators alike, hoping to solve a mystery that still haunts the city of Cleveland. We may never know who the real Mad Butcher of Kingsbury Run was. We don't know how many lives he took or why he stopped. What we do know is that his crimes left behind a legacy of fear, mystery, and unanswered questions. Maybe you've heard this story before. Maybe this is your first time learning about it. Either way, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop your theories in the comments below. Was it a doctor, a butcher, or someone else entirely? If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most haunting, unsolved cases in American history, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you never miss another episode. Next week, we'll be diving into another chilling mystery, the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines flight MH370. So stay tuned, stay curious, and keep solving crimes with us. Until next time, goodbye and good night.